Ahoy, mateys! How's everyone doing today? I found cat vomit just before recording this, so that was fun. That's how my day is going. At least, I found it on top of a cardboard box, so it was easier to clean up as opposed to finding it embedded and crusted into the carpet. But that's disgusting. You don't need to know about that. Let's change topics here. So, this video here, I sped it up. I recorded this the other night of just me drawing, working on the background of this panel, and then it's gonna cut to another video of me adding in Walkman and all the pretty colors and all that happy crap. So we're just gonna chill out, and I'm gonna watch myself draw and add in those fucking gradients. There I go. Gonna make sure it's nice and smooth. No, get rid of those. You're gonna hate those. There you go. Anyway. So what's new in my life? Not a whole fucking lot. I just do this all day, every day. Oh, I fell down a YouTube rabbit hole last night. There's this channel called, what is it? English Heritage? Yeah. That, they do like Victorian era recipes. And some are good, some look disgusting. There was one, it was essentially like flaming hot Cheetos of the Victorian era. And the lady that makes it, she calls herself Miss Crocombe. Miss Crocombe. And in the flaming hot Cheeto, it's not called that. It's a cheese susset. It's something like that. I forget. But when she's making the cheese paste for it, she adds in a little sprinkle of cayenne, and then 2 seconds later, she just dead on looks at the camera and goes, "Oh, maybe we should add some more," and just dumps in the whole fucking bowl of cayenne. And just turns his cheese paste totally orange. So that was a spicy dish. It looked good though. That's one of them I would eat. The other one that started off good and then got friggin' disgusting though was this Christmas turkey, where Miss Crocombe she took a boneless turkey and she put sausage and pistachio. She stuffed the bed and wrapped it up in brown paper and this cloth and boiled it, and then it got ugly. So she took it out of the pot, and it looked fine, and she unwrapped it, and then she fucking slathered the thing in this mayonnaise gelatin mixture. Like, it was just this, it was a yellow color that should not exist in nature. And then she put candied walnuts, like, stuck them on top. I was like, God. Like, you know how when Bob Ross is painting and, like, he just sticks a big fucking dead tree in the foreground of his painting and covers up everything he did? Like, that's what Crocombe did with her masterpiece. Because, like, it looked good with the sausage and it sounded good, but then, like, I love me some mayonnaise, but god damn, that gelatin stuff just looked so gross. Bleh. Excuse me. What else is new in my life? Skippy and I, we've been watching a lot more movies lately. Well, because we binge watched, like, everything that Netflix and Hulu have to offer. Well, everything that interests us. Like, we tried Mad Men for a little bit, and yeah, it was okay. Like, not totally into it. It's just something to have on in the background while we dick around on our phones. Oh, you see what I just did there? Like, the little spiral? Yeah, I did it again. I thought there was a lag in my brush. It's just the weight of the pen. Because it helps when I want, like, I'll up the weight to get smoother lines, but if I try doing abrupt little brush strokes like that, there tends to be a delay with the paint going onto that layer. But anyway, so I talked about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We watched Brad Pitt's weird space movie, Alto, whatever it was called. But I think this video is about to switch over too. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the plug, and then you're just gonna see it clip to a bunch of, like, added colors. Yeah, I'm saving it, and boom. See what I did there? Like, it's like a fucking rainbow on there now. And now you get to watch me struggle trying to get a straight line with Walkman here. Oh god. Yeah, what was I talking? Brad Pitt space movie. Yeah. Too spacey for me. I like space movies are hit or miss. Like, I like Star Wars and the show Meet the Robinsons. I liked, I guess, because it's more like character driven, whereas Brad Pitt space movie, that's just what I'm gonna call it. It was too experiment driven, and there was a lot of quiet time. Just it was just space being space. Like, he goes to the moon, he goes to Mars, and space things happen. There's space pirates, and I spent most of the movie dicking around my phone. So when I did chime in to kind of, whoa, what'd you do there? Got a speed bump in little Walkman's head there. That's better. Get his little, you little person up. She's deep in concentration, mixing some sweet jams. But yeah, anyway, the story, dicking around my phone. So I would look up and I just couldn't follow along just because there was so much crap going on, like every minute. There was so much crap going on, and yet there wasn't, because Brad Pitt, it was mostly him just staring off into the abyss, missing his family, and just not feeling anything. Even Skippy he was actively watching the movie, and he looked over at me at the end and was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened. A good movie, the most recent one we watched was Marriage Story. That was good. It's got Adam Driver, Kylo Ren, and I want to call her Black Widow, ScarJo, Scarlett Johansson. So they play a couple, and we watch them go through the process of divorce. And they do not shy away from the shitty, ugly side of divorce. Like, it gets real. Like, some of the fights they have are just so raw and, like, hardcore. But just, there was one scene, like, watching, I see what I did there. So I made Walkman darker, because he's in a dark room. So I'm bringing it down just a little bit. But yeah, there's a scene with the two lawyers are talking to each other, like trying to figure out how to divvy things up and who's going to get what and blah 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 blah. But it just reminded me a lot of my own parents' divorce and what they had to go through. Being a kid in the middle of a divorce fucking sucks too. Like, I was 22 when my parents were divorced, and I learned that it doesn't matter if you're like 22, 72, like, it always sucks for the kid, no matter what age. Because your parents, they try not to put you in the middle of things, but you just end up being in the middle anyway. Like, you can't escape it because it's under the house that you all live in. So you hear them fight, you hear them, like, everyone's just mad and stressed. And some people, like one parent has to leave, like, they get kicked out of the house, and it just fucks up the normalcy of your everyday life. And, like, you don't want to pick sides, but sometimes you'd, like, have to. Like, especially, like, if you're younger and, like, they're battling for custody over you, like, that puts so much stress on the kid, because it's like, oh shit, I gotta go with you, but when am I ever gonna see my other parent again? Like, what the hell? But I liked the realness of that movie, and just the acting was really good. Scarlett Johansson impressed me, because I'm so used to seeing her as Black Widow, so it was nice seeing her as a different character. Yeah, up here I am, adding tiny little Oedipus and beer into the door. Gotta make them small enough so they both fit. My cat's been so annoying, too. Just today in particular, I don't know what it is. She's just been very needy and just crying nonstop. Like, she reminds me of Cerameth, Jenna's little eggy dog. Just, you always cry. Always being dramatic. And it's for no reason, because, like, I spent time with my cat this morning. Like, she always cuddles up under the blankie just before I wake up so she can steal all my warmth, and she'll take a little nap. And we went outside into my apartment building. There's a courtyard, And I took her for a little walk. She got to roll around in the dirt. I got her a new toy. We played with her new little jingle fish. She loves it, and it's still, there's just no satisfying that goddamn spoiled cat. Like, there's no pleasing you. But she's finally mellowed out. I hate using the squirt bottle, but sometimes she's just being such a pain in the ass. Like, it just needs a little shot of water to her butt. Her little booty. Oedipus and his little tiny stick figure hands. The one character that just hasn't changed or hasn't gotten any, like, meat on his bones. I'll put in some shading on his head from time to time, but it's like, he's still just a little lollipop stuck on a question mark. That's what I call him. Actually, I do lie. That was the one change, his enhancement that he got. He's got fur with little brows now, but everything else is still the same. I'm in the middle of a battle with HOA that's here. Well, I'm not in the middle of a battle yet, but I think there's a storm coming. Because beginning of this week, they posted a flyer saying that, oh, we hired this company and they're going to come and paint the railings on every unit's balcony and we need access to your unit. I was like, all right. But the way that the notice is worded just kind of grinded my gears a little bit, because the way it's worded, it's like they're treating us as an inconvenience, saying like, oh, we're going to give you 24 hours notice, and if we can't access your apartment that day, then it delays our project. It's like, how fucking dare you? First of all, I live here. I pay rent. It's my home. How fucking dare you, like, call me an inconvenience? You're the one that's inconveniencing me. So I wrote a very strong-worded email within 10 minutes of seeing that fucking paper there, and I was like, so what I gather from your little, whoa, oh, that's, I accidentally clicked on the side of the pen. There's a little right-click button, and sometimes it makes the paintbrush tool go straight up. So I think it makes it scroll too, but anyway, I wrote this email saying, like, I'm under this impression that you're just gonna assume we can take off work or vacation within a 24 hours notice, and we'll just be ready for you to show up. Like, I have a grill on my balcony, and Skippy, he might be out to sea, he might not be. I'm not fucking hauling that thing to let it sit inside my unit for God knows how long. That's just it is not fair. So I told them, it's like, as of right now, if I can't schedule a day or a window when you guys are going to show up, then I'm not allowing you into my home. Like, I will not comply. So I got a shitty message back. It was just like, oh, what's your building number? And we'll just let you know what the schedule is. I just have a feeling that whatever schedule is posted or what they give me, it's just not going to work. I'm not going to be here. I think I'm going to be, like, I don't know, in Kentucky for 2 weeks. Why am I going to Kentucky? That's none of their business. All they need to know is that I'm not going to be here and they can't access my unit. So that just delays their little fucking project. And oh, woe is them. Another idea I had, oh my God, I was in a fit of rage that day. I was talking to my friend saying, like, you know what I'm fucking going to do? They're going to show up to my apartment. I'll give them the 24-hour notice and I'll let them show up, and I'm going to answer the fucking door in my bathrobe and nothing else. Just full on with a pentagram on my chest, just painted in, I don't think I can get pig's blood, but some acrylic red paint just dripping down my chest with a pentagram, maybe one on my forehead. I'm going to have monks chanting, some Gregorian chanting in the background, just blasting in the living room, candles lit. And I'm going to look those fucking balcony rail painters dead in the eye and go, this is a bad time. And I'll just slowly close the door. I might still do that, depending on what their response is going to be. I might just do that. I'm going to put underwear on underneath my bathrobe, but that's going to be about it. Alright, so where are we now? I'm just about finished with this panel here, adding in all these lights. I think, yeah, I'm just going to add in a few more circles here. And then I'm going to add in the sound effects. You're going to love this one. I was trying to come up with a way to, like, have it convey the idea that Walkman is, like, remixing Darude Sandstorm. So I was, like, sitting here, like, singing to myself, trying to, like, formulate the words in my head of, like, do 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 do, and it just wasn't working out. And then I thought of, like, well, maybe just like the regular but I couldn't figure out how to spell that, and so I came up with another thing on the spot that made me giggle. I'm just adding a little bit of glare to this little Spencer's disco rainbow light here. Just a little flare to that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think what I'm going to do here is, yeah, so I'm copying, cutting the music notes and bringing them forward so the black pops out, because all those lights I just put in, it was kind of muting them a little bit. Yeah, here I am trying to figure out the maybe another N. Yeah, no. Maybe an S. No, screw it. How about boots? Another color. Yeah, just make it all the fucking colors. Boots. Cats. That's what I came up with. Because you're gonna like read that and you're gonna hear it in your head, the boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. At least I hear that in my head. If you plan on reading this comic, just if you say this out loud, it makes sense. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Cats. Let's change that little green N there to a capital N so everything's consistent. So this is just about finished. I think I'm going to add that in, and then, yeah, put the black outline, add some shadows, and that'll be the finished drawing. I do need to go back and fix Walkman's sunglasses so that black shines through all that lighting there. But if you've survived this long and listened to me ramble about random shit going on in my life, thank you. I hope to make this a regular thing. I'm gonna try to do more where, like, I talk while I'm drawing. It's just sometimes I get quiet because I'm so focused on what I'm trying to do. But hopefully I'll get better with that over time. So subscribe if you like. Check out my Instagram with other comics that are there. And then I'll talk at you next time. Stay cool, little cucumbers. Bye!